What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. And today I'm going to be doing a little breakdown on the Injustice 2 gameplay reveal trailer. And let me just first off say, I'm only going to show the trailer once. I'm not going to loop it around because I don't know if you guys are tired of seeing it. I personally am not, but you know, maybe there's a couple people that are, so I'm put some MKX gameplay after this initial first run through the trailer. Also, this felt a lot like a teaser. Like, I know it was a full-on trailer and we got to see a lot of things and like a lot of really sick things, but as far as a breakdown on things that we didn't really know about, I can't really do that because a lot of these things we kind of already knew were going to be in the game. We just wanted to see the actual gameplay, how the characters look in game, to see if there's going to be character intros, which thank God they are, and stuff like that. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about, you know, some stuff that I caught that I'm sure a lot of you guys caught as well, and I just want to give my opinions on them, do a little breakdown. So let's get us started here. The number one thing, and surprisingly one of the biggest stories about the Injustice trailer, happens in the first segment when Supergirl and Atrocitus come in for their character intros. And if you look closely to Atrocitus's left shoulder, he actually has another member of the Red Lantern Corps named Dex-Starr on his shoulder. He's like a blue cat, part of the Red Lantern, and a lot of people were curious about what this is going to be. In my personal opinion, I do think that traits are going to be coming back to Injustice. I don't think it's going to be a 4-button system like light punch, light kick, medium kick like it is in Mortal Kombat X. I think it's going to be the same as Injustice, and I think this might actually be Atrocitus' trait to summon Dex-Starr to actually, do moves for him and, as a little helper and stuff. Something like what Zod had with his trait. And I'll show you guys another screenshot of Dex-Starr actually being on the playing field, like in-game, like when he is fighting, when Atrocitus is fighting versus Supergirl, and Supergirl is hitting him with the I-beam. You could also see Dex-Starr being on the screen at that time. So I'm very, very curious to see if that is actually going to be Atrocitus' character trait. Who knows? It might be, it might not be. But having Dex-Starr in the trailer certainly turned a lot of heads. So moving on here to the next screenshot, we have Batman and Superman, and we actually get to see the first usage of an interactable. So multiple times in the trailer, we see characters get thrown into stage transitions, but we never really get to see any interactables, like any characters throwing an interactable, any characters jumping off an interactable. But right here we see that Batman actually pushes Superman into the corner, and like in Injustice, you have some interactables that actually shock you, and it looks like those interactables are carrying over to Injustice 2. And also in the same screenshot, we actually get a good clear shot at Batman actually wearing some of the new gear from the gear system that you're going to get through loot drops. As you guys see, his gloves are green, so this is probably going to be one of those gears that maybe gives you extra power, maybe you do more damage to your opponent, and we get to see a clear shot of it in game. So moving on here, we actually get to see the first look at Atlantis, and it looks really, really good. Just wanted to point that out because Atlantis was actually my favorite map in Injustice, and I think it's carrying over very, very well. I think the lighting is a little too dark, but I think, once the game comes out, they add more lighting, more effects. It's gonna look really, really good. So moving on here to one of the biggest things about the trailer, we have Black Manta, and a lot of people were debating whether this is going to be just a stage transition, like a cameo, a stage transition cameo, or is this actually Black Manta's super? And as you guys see from Superman super, Batman super, Aquaman super, these supers look amazing. Like, they are so cinematic, they look awesome, right? So this actually, to me, really looks like it could be Black Manta's super. I like to think of this situation as glass half full, so I'm gonna say that I think this is Black Manta super, and I think he's going to be in the game because based on his powers and what I read up on him, he looks like a really sick character. I'm not too much of a fan of the way he looks or his helmet and stuff like that, but I think his superpowers are going to be really sick. So I'm looking at this as glass half full, and I will say that Black Manta is going to be in Injustice 2. My personal opinion, I know a lot of people think he might be a stage transition, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. All right, moving on here to the final thing that I noticed in the trailer that was surprising is there's actually blood in Injustice 2. I don't remember there being blood in Injustice. Like, the characters would get hit and nothing would come out. You know what I mean? So the fact that there's blood in Injustice 2, I think adds a little bit more realism, even though we have superheroes here doing crazy ass things and surviving, you know, things that would kill them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just like the little touch, you know what I mean? The little extra touch of having them, you know, actually get damaged. It's going to be very interesting to actually see if they're going to take any battle damage like they did for Mortal Kombat X. Obviously, MKX is a different animal because MKX is all about the gore, the shock factor, stuff like that. So they actually get battle scarred very heavily. I don't think they're going to go that far, but, you know, seeing as right here Aquaman hits Grodd in the face with his trident and he bleeds out like crazy, you know, I think it's a nice little touch for Injustice. So that is going to be the end of my gameplay reveal breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If I missed anything that you noticed, make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, all that good stuff. I always like to see some conversation. So that's going to be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.